What's good, Black Star Podcast? Welcome back to the show. It's your boy Jared. Y'all, I want to make a quick video here. Imagine you winning $800,000 at a fucking casino, and these mouth motherfuckers refuse to pay your fucking money that you won. Now, I'm not a gambler, and there's a reason why I'm not a gambler, because I don't like losing money. But imagine you doing this shit and you winning and they refuse to pay. Look at this shit right here.
Again, to Leto's Law. Here's Steve Leto.
Every now and again, I seem to do a story about casinos that don't want to pay up. And oftentimes, it's slot machines that malfunction. But here's a story James sent me out of MoneyWise. Chicago man won $800,000 at Midwest casinos, but they refused to pay. And what we're talking about here is bets placed on sports. Victoria Vasovsky wrote this. The man's name is Thomas McPeak. And he didn't stumble into a lucky streak. He says that he studied for it using science and math. 24-year-old from Chicago spent last year studying the world of sports betting, placing dozens of complex, high-risk wagers on football, which, of course, are parlays based on odds he believed he could beat. He says, it was a calculated attack where I thought I had an edge. In August, he went to the sports book at the Horseshoe Casino in Hammond, Indiana, owned by Caesars. To ensure his bets wouldn't be rejected, he remained anonymous, making multiple small bets at kiosks instead of a clerk at a counter. Now, here's something that does stand out to me. He even went so far as to disguise himself with sunglasses or hiding his hair. And now, if I was doing something that was 100% legit, I'd worry that doing that would make it look like I was up to something. But that's just me. Over 1 week, he says he bet $30,000 and he won $350,000. A month later, he went and employed the same strategies at another Caesars property in Bettendorf, Iowa. This time, he says the tickets added up to $450,000 in winnings. Now, it mentions here that to go to Iowa, he had to cross state lines, which sometimes is important to a story, okay? But I'm not sure about crossing state lines to go to a casino. Otherwise, Las Vegas would be dead. He says when he tried to cash in, both casinos voided his tickets, citing house rules and anti-money laundering policies. He says he's willing to sue to get his winnings. And I wish he would, because I'd like to see what happens. Because money laundering is something that many people suspect is done at casinos. So you walk in with a couple duffel bags of cash, convert them to chips, play around for a little while, and convert your chips back out and walk out with cash. And so you did manage to exchange some money for some other money. So the man maintains that he played by the rules, but Caesars says he tried to circumvent them, particularly by crossing state lines. And they say that violates or can violate betting regulations. So the former casino executive who now teaches gaming at the University of Nevada, Las Vegas, says, and this is somebody they interviewed, that Caesars was justified in voiding his tickets. The man says, I have a tough time finding sympathy for his case. But a seasoned betting expert and author that they also interviewed sides with the gambler, not because of how the bets were made, but because of Caesar's timing in voiding the bets. He argues that the casino only acted after realizing that the man might actually win. The clear answer is that Caesars owes this. So they found two experts. One says no, one says yes.
So you're telling me that the way that they describe this as money laundering, well, they describe him winning as money laundering. Excuse me. You're telling me that this man was quote unquote money laundering through playing in the casino. You know what? At this point, fuck it. I ain't even gonna try to figure this shit out.
The Indiana Gaming Commission says that Caesars followed its rules, so the regulators in Iowa are reviewing the man's complaint. Caesars has banned the man from playing at their casinos, but is willing to pay back the money he used to place the bets. Another casino in Michigan City, Indiana, also banned the man from playing at their casino after he won $127,000, but at least they paid him out first. So understand that Americans are now spending about $60 billion on commercial casino gaming and sports, and that's in 2022, up 14% from 2021. And I understand it's a couple years old, but sometimes this statistical stuff lags behind. So some wonder if the house plays fair when the odds shift in the bettor's favor. So for gamblers navigating the high-stakes world of sports betting, this man's case is a cautionary tale. And they suggest a few things here. One, they say read the fine print. Sports books include detailed rules in their terms and conditions, including the right to void wagers. So check out what those are. And you know, if it says in there, if you crossed a state line to come gamble here, we can void your wager. Well, I guess, unfortunately, you should take your business elsewhere. Keep your bets to one jurisdiction, because that'll avoid raising red flags and accusations of gaming the system. And then document everything as you go, from screenshots to transaction receipts. Keeping a trail could make or break your case if things get contested.
Honestly, it's just too fucking complicated just to fucking gamble and go to a fucking casino. So you telling me you go over state line, you win at a casino above a certain amount. They can tell you we're refusing to give you your money because of a quote unquote your money laundering through the casino. Ain't that what mob bosses do? Ain't that what people in the fucking cartel do? I'm trying to figure out something. How the fuck do you win $800K from two casinos and they both deny you? What the fuck? I'll put my money into cars, businesses, guns, or some form of that. I would never go to a fucking casino. Personally, I don't feel the fucking need to damn go in there and gamble with my fucking money. I really don't feel the need to. I feel the need to go out and build some stupid shit, do some dumbass shit, have fun with it, and then maybe sell it. Other than that, I'm not doing that. Money laundering? Through a casino? Bro, if that ain't the most bullshit reason I've fucking heard in my damn life, I don't know what the hell is. Money laundering. Casino. That couldn't be far from the fucking truth. That's why I stay my black ass up out of the damn casino. And that's the reason why. Because of dumbass shit like that. There's a reason why I stay the hell up out of there. And now y'all know why. I don't gamble. I really don't gamble. I'll try to put as much money as I can aside when I can. But that shit right there, if that don't tell you to stay your stupid ass about the casino for all purposes, I don't know what to fucking tell you. If you crazy enough to go in the casino and fucking lose all your fucking cash on some dude trying to damn play like a highballer, that's on your dumb ass. But me, fuck that. Nope. I refuse. I know the game at this point. The game is to make your ass broke. Anywho, I keep y'all on the flip side. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys on the flip side. Thank you guys for listening. Bye, guys.